corpse walkers, shadows on the road. If you were out late on a desolate road in rural China 100 years ago and the fog began to thicken, you might hear it. Yo-hoo! 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 The sound would drift across the hills like a chant from the underworld. That man was the herald, leading a procession that most villagers feared to witness. Trailing behind him, a hulking figure cloaked in black, face hidden beneath a grotesque wooden mask, the corpse. Its gait was stiff, awkward, unnatural. But what truly sent chills down onlookers' spines was the final member, the guide. A third man, silent, holding a black cat or gently pushing the giant forward by the shoulder, guiding the dead home. These were corpse walkers, part myth, part ritual, part nightmare. Li Wei was skeptical of ghost stories. A traveling cartographer, he'd heard whispers of the corpse walkers from old women and drunk uncles across half the provinces. But maps required roads, and roads ran through ghost country. He set out before dawn, determined to reach Yunnan before the monsoon rains. By dusk, the road grew narrow. Then came the mist. Then came the voice. Li Wei froze. He wasn't drunk. He hadn't slept poorly. That chant, it was real, and it was close. As the fog swirled around him, he saw it. The bright light from the lantern first. Then the black-cloaked figure, mask staring blankly forward. And behind it, a third man, guiding the corpse with a black cat tucked under one arm. The cat's eyes glowed like coals. Li Wei stepped aside, heart pounding. As they passed, the corpse's head turned, slowly, as if pulled by invisible strings, and stared straight at him. But the eyes behind the mask blinked. That wasn't a corpse. That wasn't a mask. It was a face. Twisted, stiff, but alive, or almost. As the last man passed, he paused beside Li Wei. "You didn't see anything," the guide said, voice barely a whisper. "The dead don't walk alone." And then he was gone. Li Wei was in a village days later, telling his tale to an old woman. She went pale. "The corpse walkers only appear for those marked. You mustn't travel alone anymore." Several weeks later, Li Wei was at another lonely inn. There was a knock at his door. He opens it slowly. There was no one there. Just a scrap of joss paper on the ground, still warm. He looked down the empty street. Yo-hoo, yo-hoo, yo-hoo was the only sound he heard. Wide-eyed, he closed the door and slid down to the floor with his back to it, knowing that they were coming for him.